have Jupiter and Saturn in the 9th house in Sagittarius. Nothing in Capricorn, nothing in the 10th house. Moon is in Aquarius in the 11th house. Mars and Ketu are here in Pisces in the 12th house. So, looking again at our list of significations, my Sun is in Taurus in the 2nd house. So that's self-image, pleasant speech. So my self-image has a lot to do with having pleasant speech, or I want my speech to be pleasant, or I want to achieve pleasantness through speaking. In this way, these words can be combined. My moon is in Aquarius in the 11th house. So mind universal gains. Now this universal refers to, Aquarians tend to think everything universally. They think broadly. So you could say my mind is focused on broad or universal thinking, because it's the mind, about gains. And that's true too. Mars rules energy. My Mars is in Pisces in the 12th house. So energy, adaptable, losses. So the way you put that together, I happen to know. The 12th house losses is also donations, gifts, types of outflow from you. Lost energy, lost resources. Pisces is adaptable, watery, type sign. So the person's energy goes out maybe sporadically or adaptably in various ways in all types of donations and losses. So this is not a real good placement for focusing of the energy. Let's put it that way. Mercury, intelligence. Oh, mine happens to be in Taurus, which is pleasant, in the 2nd house. So we could say I use my intelligence to create pleasant speech. And that goes with my self-image of pleasant speech, because I have Mercury and Sun in the 2nd house, which you can see here. Mercury and Sun in the 2nd house in Taurus, especially if we zoom in. There. The Sun is the dot in the center of the circle because it's the center. Mercury, it has a little crown on the head there because he's the prince, always close to the king. Okay. We move down. Jupiter. Preaching. Mine's in Sagittarius, idealistic, in the 9th house, beliefs. So I'm always preaching idealistic beliefs. That's true. People who have Jupiter in the 2nd, which not only rules speech but food, they tend to preach about food. Jupiter is also expansive, so Jupiter expands the 2nd house and they tend to speak more. Venus, beauty, well, mine's in Aries, youthful, in the 1st house, body. So it helps to have a beautiful, youthful body, or the person finds beauty in having a youthful body, etc. Saturn, restriction. Mine is in Sagittarius, idealistic, in the 9th house, beliefs. See, my Saturn is in the 9th in Sag, just like Jupiter. So, restrictions, my restrictions, perhaps might come from idealistic beliefs, and that's a fact. One's beliefs do restrict them at times, and mine do. Rahu, unusual. Rahu's explosive and unusual and sudden. Okay, well mine is actually at the end of Leo, independence, in the 5th house, creativity. So, unusual, independent creativity. And that's true too. I mostly work alone, independently. My work is mostly creative, and it is perhaps unusual because I'm dealing in astrology, which is not exactly accepted.